my connoisseurs of movies, literature, and TV shows. Are you ready to shake things up? I know I am. You may call me Luke Garou, and we are here to feast on my opinions of all things movie, TV, and book. And it's another month, which means it's another full moon, which means there's a new werewolf bit of media. And this movie has one of my flavors in it. It has Monsieur Jason Momoa. And the werewolf movie in question is called Wolves. Now, for those of you who have not seen this, it is about a young man, a boy named Caden, who has raised his entire life in an adopted home. He had no idea he was adopted. And then he starts showing signs of being different. This comes into play because those differences were him coming into his werewolf heritage. And a massive lying, manipulating SOB, and I cannot remember who plays him, murders the adopted parents and makes Caden think he's the one that did it. Not much of a spoiler. This is like the first 10 minutes of the video. If that. Caden, played by Lucas Till, flees. He goes to a bar, and that's where he meets the drifter that murdered his parents. Or the only parents he's ever known. Now, this drifter tells him to get answers, he needs to go to Lupine Ridge, which means wolf-like mountains, basically. When he arrives, he meets John, played by Stephen McHattie. McHattie is in a lot of movies. And if I remember correctly, he's Reverend Driscoll from Haven. And he's also in a different werewolf movie. Red Werewolf Hunters, about Little Red Riding Hood. It's another good movie. I will discuss it. I don't own that one, but neither here nor there.
He's also in Haunter.
He's in Haunter? Okay, so my camerawoman said he's in a horror movie called Haunter. I've never seen it. I have not heard of it. I will have to look it up. Well, he also meets Angelina, played by Merritt Patterson. And boy, does he fall head over heels for Angelina. However, he, just being there, runs afoul of Jason's character, Connor. Because Connor is basically the law of Lupine Ridge. He's also one of the few, having been born, who can shift and transition from wolf to human and back again very easily. Well, Caden learns the truth about his origins. Not so much. This is where the power of a lie comes in. Caden learned the most common story, the most common lie told to protect his mother's reputation. Now, Caden's grandparents did not like the fact that Caden's mom and Connor were in a relationship. They thought Connor was way too rough, way too savage, way too feral for their more towny daughter. Caden's mom loved him dearly and wanted to run away with him. They end up getting together. She gets pregnant. To stop her family from mauling her to death, Connor lies. Connor tells the entire town that he brutally assaulted her against her wishes. The family, in turn, specifically John, hid his niece and hid the fact that she gave birth to Caden, and then hid Caden away in another town, by telling Connor and everyone else Caden's mom killed herself, killing the baby with it. With her. She killed the baby with herself. Had Connor known he already had a child, already had a son, he probably wouldn't have had the designs for Angelina that he had. And because he had such an impulse to carry on the Slaughter line, because his name was Connor Slaughter, he would not have told the town, give me Angelina until she gives me a son, and then you guys can do whatever you want. Now, that lie allowed the Drifter, who was banished from Lupine Ridge by Connor, to manipulate Caden into attacking his own father. It wasn't, yeah, again, major spoilers. I do this all the time. It wasn't until Connor and Caden actually have a final sit-down talk, so to speak, that Caden said, or Connor said, I lied to protect your mother. I knew your grandparents were going to kill her if they found out she was willfully with me. So I lied and said I attacked her. Now, that's horrible. Because had none of those lies ever taken place, Caden would have never lost his adopted parents. He would have never been accused of murder. The girlfriend he had before he went to Lupine Ridge would have never thought badly of him. He would have been happy. He would have been healthy. He would have been with his own kind. But because his grandparents could not stand the fact that their daughter loved one of the oldest wolf lines on the ridge, they came up with this whole elaborate lie to ruin this kid's life before they ever got a chance to know him. So, are there any other movies where a person finds out the truth about themselves way after it is too late for them to do anything? Are there any movies out there where a person wants to tell such a life-shattering lie but chooses not to? Let me know in the comments. Would you have abandoned your daughter because she loved the wrong man? Would you abandon your son because they love the wrong person? Would you abandon your daughter if she loved a woman? Would you lie to your grandchildren because you don't like their upbringing? You don't like their parentage? Or would you sit them down and openly and honestly talk to them? Let me know in the comments. And remember, kindness is the key to understanding. So be kind to me, be kind to each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.